Hi there, it's Nick and Sandra here. How are you, Sandra?
I'm good, Nick. It's good to be at your place.
Yeah, good to have you here. In a wheelchair.
That's right.
Hey, today I'm sorry I can't be there to be part of this presentation that Sandra is going to share with you shortly about the great working relationship that AbbVie and Arthritis have had together. It's been, how long has it been, Sandra? It's been a few years now.
We think now it's more than 4. More than 4 years since we met.
Oh, that's fantastic, isn't it?
Yes.
So it's been 4 years, but a great 4 years based on a number of things that we say is like a good marriage.
We do. We say that and we sometimes mean it.
Yeah. We have the best squabbles, just like two married organisations.
Like two married organisations. And we do well when Nick does exactly what I tell him.
Yeah, which is, we do. Yeah. We're all good at taking on board advice, but it all does work well when
yes.
But it is that point of truth and honesty really has to play out in everything that you do, and I think there's very much a transparency in the relationship with each other. We know how each other would, or as organisations would think, so we don't get out of sync. Would you agree?
I think that's right. I think we can laugh and joke, which is great because that's the part that gives us a lot of things, a lot of the flavour of the relationship. But actually underlying all of that, there are the essentials that are true for any good relationship. So we do have to have good, clear communication. We have got some shared ideals. I guess the part that's different is that we know the things where you're obviously a corporate business and we're a charity. And so, we kind of recognise our differences and work to those as much as we can. Yes.
I think that's a good point, because it's that point of saying we get where each other's at.
Yes.
And how can we work together to get the best outcome for both? Is how it's worked. Because if you think of the AS campaign, which Sandra's going to share with you shortly, that was a big undertaking from our point of view, and a big one from your point of view.
It was huge for us.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was huge. I guess it was huge for both of us, and I think we both went through worrying phases through that process of getting that organised, but the end result was fantastic as well.
It was.
And just the fact that it raised such fantastic awareness, and we had a lot of fun doing it, which, when you look back now, it was such a lot of fun, preparing that, and, we got to race around a racetrack in a V8 racing car, which was also a lot of fun.
Yes.
But it was, and on the more serious note, it did really help to raise the fact that arthritis is an old person's disease. And certainly AEF, ankylosing spondylitis, is one of the conditions which is very much underdiagnosed.
Yes. I think that the projects that we've worked on, we've used our relationship with AbbVie to progress work that we wouldn't have otherwise been able to do. And that's been quite important for us. So raising public awareness about arthritis is something that we've had in our strategic plan but haven't had an ability to be able to do. So the partnership gave us that opportunity to do something we couldn't have otherwise done. AbbVie obviously looked at it and thought it was something that we could do, but even the negotiations around what is it that we can do together in a new space was time-consuming. I was going to say it took a long time, but actually was really important foundation work for the kind of how things would work, because if we hadn't had those initial discussions, we never would have been able to get that project off the ground with the various hiccups that came through.
But it probably also has built us a stronger relationship now through that as well, that I think if we were to do another project like that, it would potentially be slightly easier. I look at you with it. So the truth and honesty comes out, but I guess there's the learnings we've had from last time that help us as we go forward.
Yes, it does.
As well.
And I was just thinking about one of the things that's true about this relationship, which is also probably true about marriage, you can do the analogy, is we've got a contract. We've got the equivalent of a prenup.
Yeah.
And the times where we knew that we might have been in trouble was when we were going back to look at the contract clauses. And we've only had to do that once.
Okay, that's good to hear.
That's, and I think on both sides.
Yeah.
That, we've got a contract, but mostly the contract is something that we have negotiated and thought about at the beginning. We sign in good faith, but we don't tend to go back to look at what the out clauses are.
No, never.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, which is a good thing.
Yeah, that's right. It is a good thing. So,
yeah.
But I think having that contract is, it obviously is important for you for the commercial relationship, but it's important for us because it does spell out what
it protects.
Yeah, what our protections are and what we're bringing into the relationship as well. That it's not that we're there as a total supplicant. We're there. I've never been accused of being supplicant, but we're there as an equal partner, bringing something different.
And I think that's another quality of marriage is respect, and I think we have good respect between obviously you and I, but also other people within our organisation know where each other stand, because there's been often, or every now and again, something or a communication, but probably from somebody else within the organisations, and it comes to us and it'll be like, oh no, Sandra wouldn't think that, or Nick wouldn't think that, so we fix it. So because we know and trust each other's, I guess, where we stand.
Yeah. And I think one of the things that comes up in the slides later on is that it's not just about the relationship of two. It's not.
Yes.
It's not just that Nick and I can do this, but it actually does have to work across the teams.
Yeah.
So we've both had to work to bring the whole team into how the relationship, so that it is a shared understanding.
Yeah.
The whole family gets involved.
Yeah. It's probably like a what do they call that, marriage now, where the people have got kids from others.
Oh, a blended relationship.
It's a blended relationship. Yeah, maybe we're a bit blended.
Maybe we're a bit blended.
Yeah. But from my point of view, I guess in closing, I think from my point of view, I think the future's even more exciting than the past in what the work that Arthritis and AbbVie's done together. We're passionate supporters of the work that Arthritis do and the team, and really caring for people that are living with arthritis every day. And so I think the future and projects, and I think the relationship that we've built will mean that there's probably some really exciting projects that will come up in the future that will see us both do some really cool stuff.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Great.
And sorry I can't be there, but enjoy the conference. I know it'll go well, and we'll see you sometime.